This is a super awesome proclamation. This is in recognition of women-owned businesses, which is truly a lifeline and an engine in our community and also nationally. And so with us, we have Marla Bilonic from the Latino Economic Development Center, and she is the executive director. I think is the board president here as well? Daryl? No, okay. So she's done extraordinary work in leading this organization and having extraordinary impact in the Washington Metro region. We also have the Media Network TMN Corp, which is represented by founder and CEO Nora Barrera. It's right here. We have the Maryland Women's Business Center, represented by Managing Director Keisha Houghton. And we have from Life Asset, we have founder and executive director Marcus Larson, as well as senior loan officer Angela Buitrago Neira. Right here. And so for me, this is truly an honor. Obviously, as the only woman currently on the council, this really hits close to home. And even though I didn't launch a small business, I did launch in a nonprofit organization, which you have to manage exactly as a small business. And I did that at the same time that my husband was launching his company. So it was really interesting to compare notes and to really struggle through the same barriers as you are growing a small business. So it hits close to home, understanding the incredible work that each of these amazing women and men who support them are doing to not only grow their own companies, but also to provide the technical assistance and the access to capital for so many others who want to also start their small business. Let me say that, according to the 2019 American Express State of Women-Owned Business Report, women now account for an estimated 42% of all businesses owners in the United States. Half of these women are women of color, which shows just how much opportunity exists when communities are given the proper tools to succeed economically. Also, between 2002 and 2012, the number of non-women of color that owned businesses grew just by 9%, while the number of women of color-owned businesses grew overall by 315%, according to the Small Business Administration. According to a study by Stanford University, Latinas make up 44% of all Latino-owned firms. Black females make up 59% of all Black-owned firms, and non-Latina white women make up 37% of all white-owned firms. So it is really incredible, because what these numbers tell us is something that we have also known for a very, very long time. And even yesterday, as I had the honor of visiting with Chef Jose Andres at Universities of Shady Grove, he spoke about how, as he travels the world and he, does all this extraordinary humanitarian work and empowers so many different communities around the globe to become self-sufficient, that women play a pivotal role in really boosting and pushing forward all of these efforts. And so we here in Montgomery County right now, I've always, I've said time and time again that we are in this year, it's a year of transition, and so it's really a good opportunity to take a look and be able to assess where we are and how we support our small businesses. And so we are engaged, I think, in a lot of really exciting initiatives, as well as putting forth certain frameworks to help us boost this extraordinary sector of our community. At the end of the day, if we don't expand our tax base, we won't have the necessary resources to address all of the issues that face us. So these people behind me are an example of how we can continue to nurture and grow this particular sector, and how exciting it is that women are leading in this way. So what I like to do is ask each of you to say some very brief remarks, and then we have proclamations that have been tailored for everybody and personalized, and we'll also present those and take a photo. So let me start with Marla.
Well, thank you so much, Nancy. And I just wanted to take a quick opportunity to thank Montgomery County and the County Council for their partnership and leadership in recognizing Women's Small Business Week. LADC has worked for almost 30 years in the region, supporting Latino, minority, immigrant, and women-owned businesses. And it's just amazing to have this recognition for the work that we do day in and day out. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, thank you very much, Nancy, and the County Council for this celebration. And, I feel very honored to be here after 21 years in business. And when I started the business, not a lot of Latinas were really into business. Now to see, the growth and what's going on in terms of the change and also the economic development that, women bring to the table, not only to support their families, but to the economy in general. I mean, it's very pleased to hear those numbers and, willing to help in any way I can to continue, in the development. Thank you.
And I think we can do this together, Max.
You start.
So just start you.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and all of you. We have been here now for 5 years, and we focus on particularly very low-income entrepreneurs. And we are very grateful to be here. Currently, we're supporting over 200 entrepreneurs. And what's amazing is that even if they are very low income and banks don't lend to them, we have higher repayment rate than banks. So it's pretty amazing.
And I just want to add thanks to Nancy Navarro. She was the first that believed in our program, and that's why we're still growing here in Montgomery County. Thank you very much to you and to all the council members.
Thank you, Councilmember Navarro and the council members. The Maryland Women's Business Center is going to be celebrating 10 years of existence next year. So we have been around supporting women entrepreneurs for a number of years, and we have seen the growth, the tremendous growth. Women are starting businesses at twice the rate of men, but we still are experiencing access to capital issues and other challenges that are impeding their success. So one of the reasons why we're here is to help get rid of those obstacles and really provide that, support system that is necessary for women to be successful. One of the things that we decided to do was to start celebrating and highlighting women through our awards luncheon. So that's something we want to continue to do, and we want to look for different opportunities to really highlight you as women entrepreneurs that are out there so that we can be successful. So thank you again for this opportunity.
Thank you all so much. And lastly, I will say that, as I mentioned earlier, each and every one of them represents an extraordinary contribution to our county. Nora Barrera really was a trailblazer when it came to, Latino women owning businesses in the county, and also mentoring so many other women and providing a lot of, I think, also the beginnings of the Hispanic Chamber as well. And I think, Life Asset, through this amazing work, is giving truly access to small entrepreneurs who just need that microloan in order to get going. And in a county like ours, where we know that we have such a strong entrepreneurial spirit, they have made an amazing difference, and we were really fortunate to be able to provide, that funding for you guys to come into Montgomery County, and I hope it continues to grow. I think what Keisha was saying was so important, because another thing that they do is also help women that want to become, childcare providers and establish their own small businesses. It's so tied to our early care and education initiative that is amazing. And Latino Economic Development Corporation has their tentacles everywhere, but I am so grateful to the work that you've done in Wheaton. It's been really important. That was not, well, it's still not easy to make sure, because what we want to do is make sure these businesses, small businesses that are already in Wheaton and have been there for a while, remain. And so they've been partners in helping us do that. So it's just a snapshot of what we're trying to do. But make sure that if you know anybody who wants, to start a small business, have them also check out our regional services centers, Up County and the East County, pretty soon Mid County. We are working in partnership with the administration to provide business support and information, refer whatever you want in those regional services centers. And just, spread the word, because we want everybody to have that opportunity. So now we're going to hand out the proclamations. I'm not going to read them because they're all customized, but they basically say thank you. And then we'll take a photo. And if my colleagues want to come down so that we can, it's kind of weird when we stand and you see those little bitty heads all the way in the back. So in this case, I think we can do this.